Welcome to Generation Gap, where we pick a subject and we talk about it between different generations. Today's topic is going to be movies.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Uh, but first, before we get started, I want to introduce the panel for today's discussion, and we are going to start off with the boomer from the group.
What's going on, YouTube?
All right, then we have our Gen Xer.
Uh,
Um, we have two generation millennials.
Because
Start
they're the
off with
most
salt
important.
bag.
Well, you need a little powder on the head.
Oh, I see you put it up. Look. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all?
All right. Okay. And since we're talking about movies, let's start off with our first question. And across the generation, what makes a good movie to you? We're gonna start off with my dad.
What makes a good movie to me? It has to have the storyline has to be real good. It has to have a plot, and it also has to have a terrific ending. Um, it needs to keep me engaged in the movie throughout the 2 hours. That's what I consider a good movie.
All right.
I say agreeing with Pops, with the storyline, but then again, not always. So long as the movie sticks to what it's talking about, if it's just a funny movie for the sake of being funny and goofy, and it sticks to that, it can still be a good movie with no plot whatsoever. So I think so long as the movie sticks to what it's trying to do, and that's the whole way through, that will make a good movie to me.
All right.
Well, yeah, for me, storyline is definitely a major plus. It has to be, it has to just be what I'm coming to see. You know what I mean? Like if a movie advertises that it's gonna be an action movie, it got to be some good action. You know what I mean? Or if it got a little comedy thrown in there, that's fine. But if it holds to what it's advertising, then that's what makes a good movie to me.
All right.
A good movie.
The kid, what's up?
I'm probably gonna have to say, if it got the right amount of drama, it needs a good balance of everything. A good storyline, good drama, like it just needs a good balance. That's
All right.
about all. I don't know. Y'all kind of stole all my answers, but as long as it's a good script and decent acting, decent acting, because you can have a bad story, but if the actor's on point, they can make it work. So
Okay.
just good acting, a good script. Can I make another part on that?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with him. It needs good actors. I cannot stand a movie with bad actors. I don't care if it has a good storyline. If it has bad actors, it's a bad movie. It needs the main part is good actors.
Well,
That's the main to make a movie good. Like everything is
well,
you do everything, but you mainly need good actors because if you have no good actors, the whole movie's messed up.
okay. Let me run this by you guys. If Friday was a good movie, but the actors were terrible.
Wouldn't watch it.
Well, you talking about the first Friday?
Both of them. None of them were good actors.
what the
Oh, yeah,
actors in that movie made that movie. That's why it became so
Yeah,
popular.
but were they actors though? That's what I'm saying. Were they good
Chris
actors,
Tucker.
or did the storyline carry the movie?
I think everybody
Why
played
didn't
their
really
part
the
pretty
story didn't
well.
really matter. Like it was
I
just
think,
I think they act pretty good to me.
yeah.
yeah, I think they acted their part pretty well for who they were supposed to be. Like everybody did what they were supposed to do. That's what made the movie good.
Exactly.
I had to agree with that. Like one of my favorite movies is one of the Austin Power movies, the one where that had Beyonce in it. And everybody talking about how bad Beyonce was in the movie. How bad her acting, but she was playing out a stereotype of a '70s female and putting a spoof on it. Like so, she did her job. I don't understand why people was giving her so much hate, and the movie was funny because of it.
But she can't act.
Be honest, Beyonce should stay in music because that's what she does.
But if
But
you
that's
act the part that's
more money.
given to you, my thing, if you act the part that's given to you, if you're supposed to be like a little goofy, whatever, and you play that part, is it the role that was bad, or is it the actor was bad at playing that role? If your whole point is to be a spoof and be goofy.
Before I knock it, I'm not gonna say that she did bad though. I'm gonna say she should stay in her category, which is music, but she did not actually do bad in that. A lot of people say she did bad. That's how I would picture someone to act and talk and sound. Like I would picture how they would sound back in that time. And she killed it to me.
I got I must have a totally different view on acting than you guys.
Right, because
well, explain. Can you elaborate on that?
I mean, if you're an actor, the actor that's playing that role, he's gonna bring you with him. He's gonna put you in the film with him. He's gonna make you cry. He's gonna make you laugh. He's gonna carry you along through the whole movie. That's an actor. All the rest of the like Fridays, nobody in there really acts. I mean, everybody is so-called comedy, but it's not even full sentences they're using to articulate what's going on in the movie. So the acting is bad, but the movie was good because it was funny. Because God knows they can't act. Now I know y'all know Ice-T can't act. He can't. I mean, Q can't act.
Comedy
Q
movies,
can't act.
comedy
He
movies
act
don't need
pretty well to me. He
Comedy
plays the
movies-
roles he's supposed to play. Like I don't know.
Hey,
But see, that goes back to what I was saying before.
and don't need good acting because they're comedy. They're meant to make you laugh.
that goes
Half of the laughter is the bad acting. So that's kind of like if it's a serious movie, like a scary movie, that's when you need really good acting. But a comedy movie, you don't really need good acting in that because that's part of the joke. It's supposed to be fun. They're supposed to make you laugh no matter what. You're gonna laugh about how bad the acting was, or laugh at the actual movie.
Okay. The best comedic actor on the planet was Jerry Lewis.
Kevin Hart.
Oh my God, here we go.
Oh boy.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Kevin Hart.
that seems to be a touchy
See,
subject.
now
All
we
right.
getting
Well,
into
does
it.
anybody disagree? Let's start. All right. So why Jerry Lewis before I let them, kind of.
Jerry Lewis could act for one. He was a prop comic. He was hilarious, man. And he carried the movie. He carried all his movies. If you can't say Jerry Lewis was the best comedic actor there is, something's wrong.
All right. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Do you agree?
But
or
that
disagree?
might be just my era, though. So
Agree or disagree?
When did he pass away?
Anybody? Nobody disagrees?
Oh,
I disagree.
I mean, I would definitely
disagree.
disagree.
I agree
Hold
with
on,
him that
hold on.
is his error.
All right.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
Definitely his era because I don't even know who he is.
That's funny because I don't either.
You don't know who Jerry Lewis is? What?
Wow.
No.
Y'all don't
Kevin
know who
Hart will
Jerry
always be the
Lewis is?
best.
I know who
Really?
Jerry Lewis is, but I mean, he
I have
definitely not
name,
the
but
best.
if you gave me a lineup,
who's
I
better
couldn't
than
say
Jerry
who
Lewis,
it
D?
is.
Who's better?
The
Kevin Hart.
original Nutty Professor,
What?
Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, the
There
first
ain't
Nutty
nobody can
Professor was
act
Jerry
better than
Lewis.
Kevin Hart in a comedy
Oh,
movie.
see, I like Eddie
And not
Murphy.
Name one person that can act better than Kevin Hart in a comedy movie.
Act better than Kevin Hart? Are you
Yes,
kidding me?
Eddie Murphy.
You can't. You can't.
Jerry
Kevin Hart
Lewis?
is literally.
Eddie Murphy. You got
Kevin
Eddie
Hart?
Murphy and
Okay,
who's
I can give it
who's
to
that
Eddie
guy?
Murphy.
I
Give it to
would
that.
Eddie Murphy.
Okay, put it like this.
Jim Carrey.
I say Kevin Hart is funny, but you're talking about acting, Kari. Put Kevin Hart in a movie that's not funny at all.
You got say
Nothing to
Jim
do with
Carrey.
comedy.
Then. You got to give it to
That
Carrey.
has nothing to do with comedy, and then you will see his acting skills. I'm not taking to say he's not good in movie. He's amazing in movie, but we're talking about overall acting skill.
Well, he also haven't tried anything. He hasn't tried anything serious yet.
Yeah.
A lot of
in comedy
comics always.
movies, I'm just gonna say, if he was in a serious movie, I don't know how he would be. But as long as it's comedy, he's gonna kill it. When he was
That
with
is true.
The Rock,
Yeah, I
he
give you
killed
that.
that movie.
Yeah,
Everyone loved that movie. There's no way you can say you didn't like that movie.
that's the reason I
I'm not
watched
saying
Jumanji.
the movie's not good. But
I'm
you
saying
want to
if
talk
it
about
comes to, as far as comedy and acting, Kevin Hart's the best.
I would, and you talking about in that
can't-
genre
it's
of
Jim.
comedy,
You
I
gotta
would
give
have
it
to
to
give
Jim
it.
Carrey.
I would have to give it to Eddie Murphy. In that sense, about acting
Eddie Murphy-
skill
He's too
plus
old.
comedy. Say it again.
He said he's too old.
Yeah, but when you can literally play every role in the movie, and they all different parts be
Yeah.
funny. When you're the whole cast, that's acting.
Okay,
Give
but
Kevin Hart a chance,
where
he can do that.
where did Eddie Murphy get that from?
What, playing the whole cast?
Yeah, Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis,
Well, I'm not going to
19
argue on facts. I
That's
didn't know.
1967.
I'm not saying that. Look, that Jerry Lewis wasn't great. I'm not even disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that in that time, yes, Jerry Lewis was the man. Just like Kevin Hart's the man right now. Eddie Murphy was the man in the 80s and things like that. Like every time frame has somebody that's the man. To say who's better at the time when each one opening the path, because I guarantee you there's somebody right now that's going to kill Kevin Hart in skill, but they're looking at him that's their idol. That's the person that made them want to act, the way they want to get into comedy.
Trevor Noah.
They're going to be the next era.
Trevor
And
Noah.
they're going to be like, they're going to link all their skill back to Kevin Hart being in movies.
I don't know if Trevor Noah can be as funny as Kevin Hart.
Trevor Noah, he's a different type of comedy.
Yeah. I mean, he's okay, but I don't think he can be as funny as Kevin Hart though.
He ain't got time yet. Hold on. Remember, Kevin Hart wasn't that funny until he already blew up. That's how we found him. Trevor Noah is still blowing up. When he's like out there, like I'm talking about, where everyone in the world knows who he is, you'll understand. He will do it. I promise you. Give it like 10 more years. Trevor Noah, everyone gonna be listening to him.
All right, well, let's move on. So since we're talking about favorite actors, let's go around from any genre, and it's not a top 5 thing. Just since we were talking about good actors, just give me a few of your favorite actors. We'll start with the Saltback. Saltback?
Say me, Saltback. Say me.
5? Shit.
No, I just said a
Yeah,
few.
I'm here.
I said we're not doing
doing-
top 5. Just name a
said
few
5?
of your favorite actors.
Wait,
So we can get
Yeah.
like
3.
Oh,
yeah, so we can get a kind of understanding of what you think a good actor is by naming a few.
Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy. Who else? Who is it? I feel like what's his name? Can't remember his name right now. I'm sorry. Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is one of my favorite. If Kevin Hart's in the movie, I'll go see it. Seth Rogen. I'm a big Seth Rogen fan. You know, anybody who can hold my attention really. I'm trying to think of some ladies. Scarlett Johansson has some good movies.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything I watch that she's in, like she does her job. She plays her role.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scojo.
What's Angelina Jolie? Oh, especially Angelina. Oh yeah,
Angelina.
yeah, Angelina, one of my top women right there. Yeah, that's some of my tops. I can't really think of anybody else who's been honestly Will Smith. Like he done had some flops, but Will got some iconic movies, you know. So Will Smith is another one up there.
Only some flops.
Hey, he was Mr. July for like 10 years, you know.
Hey, I'm just the moderator. I'm not
We
giving
don't
my
talk
opinion.
about the Wild Wild West, you
I
know.
was just trying to ask if I heard you correctly. That's all.
Can
All
I
right,
go?
we'll move on. All right, Kaze, you up?
I'm gonna say action or martial arts. It'd be for me. Is just, I got Jackie Chan. Like I'll always watch a Jackie Chan movie. I don't care. It could be bad or good, but I'll always watch a Jackie movie. Let's see.
Sidebar, he got another one coming out soon.
Yes, I know about that one. I'm gonna say Jim Carrey too. I will always watch a Jim Carrey movie. Like, I don't know. I think he does pretty well in serious roles and in comedy. Like, he's just he's a well-rounded person.
Fireman Bill, only thing he done.
Huh?
Fireman Bill
Fireman
from
Bill.
Living Color.
Oh, that's it. That's the only thing he's done. You crazy?
That was fun.
Yeah.
You was crazy. Let's see. I'm gonna say Tom Cruise.
What?
Yeah, I like Tom Cruise.
Running
actor.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I do.
All he do is run in this movie.
Hey, it be some good running though, right? Arms pumping, everything. He makes sure the blood is flowing. Let's see.
I mean, you don't have to give your whole list. We're just trying to like see what give us a
I'm
understanding of what
surprised
you
no one's
consider
named
good.
this guy yet.
Shoot. I don't know. I think that'd be it for now.
All
Yeah.
right, Mr. Nimbus.
Let me see. Old school actors that I really like. Gene Wilder.
Love Gene Wilder.
Definitely one of my favorites. Just about everything he did.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder. Eddie Murphy, bringing it up. Him and Gene Wilder we're bringing it up. Let me see. I do like females. I do like Angelina. I do mess with her a lot. So, man, who else do I like? I got to give my boy Denzel some love. Just about every movie he did.
Well, I forgot about it.
He doesn't disappoint often.
Even though they're like the same movie, but yeah.
And then I gotta give it to my boy Will too. He has a lot of movies that I like. I mean, they be all over the place sometimes, and he definitely missing on something. He missing with a couple of them, but the ones that he hit, it be fire.
All right. Broski.
You guys are definitely sleeping on Adam Sandler for a fact. That is a goat. He is a goat.
I give you that.
Adam Sandler.
I forgot all about that. You good? You right. I feel you on that.
All right, keep going, man. My bad.
I'm gonna have to.
I forget about it. I was the one to use
it. Jim, definitely. If we're talking about comedy, The Rock is like that was actually a good movie. I'm trying to remember the one movie. Do you remember the movie, the school movie with Kevin Hart in it?
Night School.
Night School.
Night School. You know the teacher? What's her name?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Night School.
Yeah,
Tiffany
good
Haddish.
actor. She is a really good actor. I
Tiffany
love her
Haddish,
movies.
yeah.
The Asian girl from Crazy Rich Asians, perfect.
I don't remember
Aquafina?
her
Um,
name.
Aquafina,
I
right?
think so. Yeah, I think so. She's in a new movie. It's coming out. It's called like The Last Dragon or something like that. But that's my top. Everybody else y'all said I'm gonna have to still agree with, but my top is definitely Adam Sandler is one of them. But yeah, that's
All
all.
right. That's on you, Dad.
Okay, let's see. My best to me of all time is Bruce Willis.
All right.
Then there's Myrna Loy, William Powell, Jerry Lewis. I think that's about it. I
All
think
that.
that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Two of
So
them people I don't even recognize.
it seems like out of the group, most people's favorite actors are comedy actors for the most
Jim
part.
is the majority of us here. Out here.
Yeah, and seems like the consensus is Jim Carrey is the GOAT out this group right here.
No.
No? No?
No.
No?
No,
Jerry Lewis, man. Jerry Lewis.
No?
just so I'm clear, Jim Carrey's the name a movie that he's in.
The Mask. Ace Ventura.
Oh,
The guy
Number
who wore the green,
23.
who had the green face.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Mask, yeah, number 23.
Okay, so yeah, that is the guy I
Truman
thought it
Show.
was. With the one movie,
Dumb and
where
Dumber.
he was like coming out of a rhino's butt or something like that.
Yeah, yep. That's Ace Ventura.
Okay,
Or the
that's
best
what I'm
one he
saying. Okay,
ever
so
did.
yeah,
Me,
I'm gonna have
myself,
to
and
give it-
Irene.
Oh my God. Me,
Oh,
myself,
okay.
and
That
Irene.
was
boy.
a good movie. That was the
Yeah,
best he ever made.
you trying to hate. You
Yeah.
trying to hate.
Yeah, so when it comes to comedy, is Jim Carrey the GOAT? Is that what we saying? No?
I think comedy is a goat in this, but like I think it's overall we just like to laugh.
I can't say that because I still think if Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, and Adam Sandler all came out with a movie, like if they all just said they're posting a movie and you can only watch one of the movies, like if you watch one, you can't watch the other ones. I think majority of the people are going to go to the Adam Sandler, Kevin Hart, Jim Carrey, then Eddie Murphy.
In that order?
So I'm going to have to go with Adam Sandler as the GOAT in that order. Majority is going to go for Adam. You would watch it. If you hear an Adam Sandler movie, I don't even got to watch it. I know it's going to be a good movie.
I go to Jim.
Kevin Hart, I know it's going to be a funny movie. Jim
I
Carrey,
gotta
the
give
same
it to
thing.
Jim for that category.
Jim
I go to
Carrey.
before
Okay,
the
so
rest
we got one Jerry Lewis GOAT, right? One Adam
Yes.
Sandler GOAT. And one Jim Carrey GOAT so far, right? Anybody else got any different opinions?
I'm gonna always say Kevin Hart, but I'm gonna say Adam Sandler in this category because Adam Sandler
Adam
is
Sandler?
funnier than Kevin Hart.
Anybody else take Adam Sandler's throne? No?
He's got a good portfolio.
Okay,
Like,
right. So what about new school? What would y'all say Ryan Reynolds fits in this?
Ryan Reynolds is good. I actually like Ryan Reynolds a lot.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Where does Ryan Reynolds fit in this?
Yeah, I forgot about Ryan.
I still think he got room to grow though.
Would Ryan Reynolds? Okay,
He up there.
in the new school, because like if we were toss up between a Ryan Reynolds movie and a Kevin Hart movie, that I'm like me personally, I'll probably lean towards that Ryan Reynolds movie. Because I know exactly
is
what.
Ryan Reynolds. Wait, is Ryan Reynolds considered new school?
He's been out for a
I was
while.
about to say he started acting when I was in high school, right? And I'm old,
No.
so
But he's still doing it right now. Like, but as a Ryan Reynolds movie versus the Kevin Hart movie, I know exactly how Kevin Hart is going to act in the movie. It's going to be funny, but he's going to play the same character.
so you're saying Kevin
That's the
Hart's
job.
typecast?
Yeah, I think a little bit. He's going to play Kevin Hart in every movie he goes into.
So that's just like Denzel.
Denzel? Who did we just lose?
Who lost?
Walt,
Oh,
I
we
think.
lost the sub back. All right, we'll continue. Right, we talked about comedy. Kari brought up drama. Let's touch drama a little bit. So when watching
Drama
a movie
King.
that's not about comedy, like so let's take comedy out the equation because y'all seem to kind of agree on comedy. But y'all talked about the story, right? So let's talk about thrillers and dramas, I guess. Like so,
The
what
best
makes the
movie, Trump
story
City Kings.
good? What did you say?
What makes what good?
What makes the
I
story
said one
good?
of the
A lot
best
of y'all
movies is
said
gonna be Trump City Kings.
they said y'all said the story has to grab you. So like give me an example of a story that grabs you.
Uh,
Let's see.
Thrillers.
Uh,
Hold on, let Dad go first real quick.
the story that grabbed me. One of the best movies I ever seen is John Q.
John Q.
That's that storyline, and the way Denzel played that was the best. That was the best acting job he ever done, in my opinion.
I gotta agree with Pops.
Why did you like John Q? Same for the same reason?
Yeah, like when it came to this showing all overall acting
Good
skills,
movies.
John Q was
Good
amazing.
movies.
All right. All right, what about you? That's like some of the best story driven
I'm not.
movie. Well, I mean, or just a
I
couple
don't.
examples. I
I
don't
know the
want to
name of
put
the
the
movie. I just
pressure
don't
of
remember his name.
what's the name of the movie?
The movie with a good storyline. John Wick. Okay.
John Wick. Are you talking about Keanu Reeves?
No, John Wick.
Okay, John
Keanu
Wick.
Reeves.
Oh,
Why John?
Keanu.
Yeah,
He's an
why
amazing
John Wick?
actor. I don't even. It's just like it sucks you in the beginning, and it keeps you in the whole entire time.
Keeps you
Like
in?
if you watch the first movie, you're gonna watch the second one for a fact.
There's
There's no people that want to
157
watch.
killers in
Like
the first minute for
I
me.
don't know. As me,
All right.
I just
Who
love.
hasn't
I
went?
love
Oh,
that movie, and I love.
all right. D, what's your
Uh,
best movie? Like the well written story movie, or not the best. I keep saying the best. Just name a couple that you can think of.
uh, dang. Let's see. I am. I gravitate more towards like fantasy and stuff as when it comes to story plots and things of that nature. Uh, even though a lot of them are based
I'm
off
talking about first.
books and stuff like that, I would say one that kept me interested was Lord of the Rings. I can go back and watch that thousands of times storyline wise. I mean, even though it's based off a book, well, not not directly how the book was written. Most movies aren't, but something close to. And yeah, so I would say Lord of the Rings is one of the ones that I can watch over and over again. That'll drag me into it.
All right. Uh, Saltbag. Name a couple, like one or two movies that
Yeah,
sucked you in storyline wise.
Um. Well, uh, Ready Player One. That was one. Because it had a good nostalgic feel.
That
You
was a
saw a
good
lot
one.
of stuff from my past. You talking about real life,
okay.
like some real life. 7 Pounds was actually one that I really liked.
He hitting that hookah, man.
Based
You ain't
around
got
that.
time.
Um,
Wow.
Wait, who was in 7 pounds? I don't think I ever watched that.
Will
wasn't
Smith.
that Will Smith?
Will Smith.
Oh, was it? That
Yeah,
no
that's when he
doubt.
gave where he gave up, donated his organs to different people when he died.
Oh, I ain't even heard about that one.
Seven
I've
Power. Oh
never
yeah,
seen that movie.
oh man, it was a good movie. It's a Netflix movie. I want to say it's called What Happened to Monday. That was a surpriser because somebody told me to watch my
Yes, that's a good
That was-
movie.
Yeah. So it's a couple of
Happened to
little
Monday
diamonds
is
in
a
the
good
rough
movie. I
out
can
here.
vouch for him.
All right.
Netflix is definitely.
Oh, go ahead, Kari. Go ahead. Say your thought. You said Netflix is what?
No, I was just saying Netflix definitely got some good movies.
Okay. So we talked about the stories and stuff. Like that. I guess we could say so. I think we should take the conversation to favorite eras, right? Like this is the
Oh
generational gap
Lord.
and whatnot.
Okay.
So favorite eras of movies. We're gonna start with D this time. Uh,
That's not the
go ahead, Kaze. Favorite genre? I mean, not favorite genre. Favorite era.
Favorite era of movies. Oh man. I'm probably gonna have to say it's late '80s to mid '90s. I don't know if that's like the the same era, but I'm gonna have to say from when I was born to about
Okay.
uh from when I was born to about the mid '90s was a very good era of movies for sure. Even maybe
Uh,
late '90s, to be honest.
why?
Uh, it could be a biased opinion, because I grew up with those movies, and uh,
Fifth Element.
Okay for me.
yeah, Fifth Element was death for sure. Come on now. But people who don't like Fifth Element is crazy. So, I mean, it's just so many good movies, and the things they remake, they might remake some old era stuff, but a lot of the stuff that's remade is remade from late '80s to mid '90s movies nowadays. So, you know, they remake them because it was good, and they just want to bring it back out. So that's how I feel.
All right. We'll go to Broski next. Favorite
Alright, so
era movie. We'll say the eras will be
obviously you
within
don't know.
10
I'm gonna
years.
say. You said what?
I said we'll do the eras to
What'd you
give
say?
us a 10-year span. A 10-year span of era is the era.
Okay, so that's a lot better for me then. I'm gonna have to go between. I don't like nothing old. Everybody knows that. I don't like old stuff. But I am gonna have to say 2014 plus or 2013 plus. I don't know why, but like recently I've been watching the movies because they just been hitting different. Like Snowpiercer on Netflix, that movie is a good one. 2013 movies is good. So I'm like
now the movie or
2013
the
plus.
TV show.
I didn't know there was a TV show called Snowpiercer.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
a TV show for it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you teach me.
All right. I'll
Yeah,
go
I
to
know
the
about the
salt
movie
bag.
Snowpiercer.
Go
I
ahead,
gotta
Saltback.
say 2000 to 2010. You know, it had a lot of bangers. You know, I think that's the time where I went to see movies the most because it had a lot of movies that had a universe together. You know, so yeah, that's definitely mine because you got the Marvel stuff coming out. You had the Fast series. Had what is it the Harry Potters was still banging around that time. Hunger Games, you know, had a lot of streamlined movies that come out every year.
Hunger Games will always be.
What happened?
I said Hunger Games will always be a goat.
Good one.
Yeah, it's
Hunger
always gonna
Games.
happen
One of
for
the
real.
great movies.
I never watched any of them.
All right, Ed. What's your favorite
That's sad.
genre? I mean, not favorite genre, favorite era. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I got to span over the years. So I'll say, and don't nobody laugh at me now. I'll say from
Oh Lord.
1940 to 1966 is
Nice.
my favorite time of movie. Yeah,
All right,
the
why?
old, the
Is it
old
because they
black and
was in
white,
black and white?
and they actually did acting. It had a plot. It had a storyline. It had everything in it that makes a good movie. The
The
actors
only
were actors there. And I still watch them
the
to this
only thing
day.
good that's black and white is
Nothing good in black and white.
the only
Nothing.
thing good that's the only thing that's good in black and white is Twilight Zone.
Wow.
Wait, what?
That's a
Wow.
fact.
Hold on.
Wow.
Wait. Let's stay on task. Let's come back. Let's come back to it. We'll come back. We'll get to. I'll remember that. Hold. Let me write that down. We definitely gonna touch that again. But go ahead, Nimbus. Give
Oh
me your
man,
favorite
all
era.
right, all right. So this is really hard. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it because I've been a movie watcher like forever. 'Cause I agree with Pops and Walt. Like once they started, okay,
There can only be
like
one.
not 95 to 2005. I mean, all right, yeah, because when it comes to movies I can watch at any given time, you throw it on, they're gonna be all the movies from my childhood that I grew up on. Like you throw Short Circuit on, I'm watching. You throw Ghostbusters on, I'm watching. Those are all 80s. As an individual, when it get like okay, so individual movies, definitely the old school stuff is better. But once they start doing movies as series, and once they start changing towards that, it made the anticipation of the next movie so much more fun. You know, when they start doing trilogies, or they need to stop. Some of them need to just quit because I don't need Fast and Furious like 45. You know what I'm saying? They start racing power races and stuff like that. It ain't gonna make sense. So it ain't going like y'all done went too far. But like when it comes down to the series, I
I would
think
watch it though.
I enjoy the series of movies, especially if it's a good series that I'm really into. Because that in itself will keep you 10 years. Like Harry Potter by itself is 10 years. We got the Fast and the Furious series, 8, 9 years. You know, so I think I like that a little bit better than the single movies, the single gems of the old school.
All right. All right. Now, since I said I was going back, let's go back to that. Because it seems like everybody had an opinion on the only good thing in black and white was the Twilight Zone. So I see some people disagree, and
I mean,
I think my dad disagrees the most. I saw his face. So I mean, y'all go ahead and discuss that.
I'll go in on that one first. If you want.
Go ahead. You can go first.
All
Sure.
right. So I'm not familiar with all the black and white movies, but what I think the young man is doing, I think he's writing off a whole bunch of movies simply because they're black and white. And he just feels as though that if it's black and white, it's old. If it's old, I'm not going to be feeling it, period. And I think if he gave some of these movies a chance or stumbled across some of these movies, I think he'd like them better. Like with the Twilight Zone, there's a whole bunch of movies that were like that had nothing to do with the show Twilight Zone, but was
Yeah.
made off of the same style that I would think you would like. And I think you just need to have someone open you up to some good movies that were in black and white. Yes, there was more acting. They weren't about acting. They were more about dramas or suspense and things like that. So I think that's why Pops was like, no, it's some good stuff, some gems out there. And I think that's why the young men, because they the fathers on the gap. You know what I'm saying? He like, can't nothing be good in black and white, but Twilight Zone. So I want to know, how did he find out about Twilight Zone in the first place? Who put him on?
All right.
If
Well,
he
hold
came
on.
back out,
Let me give him a chance to explain himself. Go ahead. Explain yourself a little bit.
All right.
if you can. That
So
is.
when you go to your grandma's house, when you go to your grandma's house, she don't got no cable. You got a thing called MeTV that comes on, and that's how I found it. I don't like watching, and Perry Mason is one of the things I don't like watching either. I just don't. And I can tell you, the new Twilight Zone is Black Mirror on Netflix, but the reason I say that's the only thing I actually would sit down and watch was the Twilight Zone because it always is something interesting, and it reminds me of Black Mirror. Well, Black Mirror just reminds me of.
But like, could you watch Black Mirror in black and white?
Yes, they actually have some episodes that's in black and white. I don't typically like looking at black and white because I feel like we kind of like upgrade it, but I mean, I could still watch it.
All right. Does anybody else? Oh, I know Dad had an opinion about the black and white thing.
Well, it's a lot of good movies out there that's black and white. Like the actors like James Cagney, and then you had Edward G. Robinson, the Little Caesar, all the gangster movies back then. You know, it's a whole lot. And they got offshoots of the series like the Untouchables and all that. That era and during that time were the best time for movies because the acting was real. I mean, it was real good actors back then. And I mean, literally real good actors. So I just think that a lot of it's been lost because of technology now. But if you get a chance, go back there and look at a couple of those old movies, like The Thin Man, you know, and The Thin Man Returns. Those are really good movies, and also they're comedic with the twist of murder. So it's a lot of stuff back there. Cause that's why I do all that anyway. I watch all that stuff still to this day.
I know.
All right.
That's like a shot.
Also, Kari. There's a good black and white movie that's not so old. Have you seen Sin City?
That was
I've not
good.
seen Sin City.
Yeah. It's a comic book movie actually. It's in black and white. You should check it out. Came out in the 2000s, so it's not super old. Late 2000s, I believe.
And
It
I
was the
think
mid
you will
2000s.
like.
Late or early or like mid, maybe mid. I
Mid
think
2000s. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you ever get a chance, try to check out Sin City. It has
I think I might have heard of it.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So we did eras. All right. So I guess next is to favorite genre. Right. I mean, of course, we gotta touch the favorite genre on, right? Because that's a more touchy subject than the eras. Um.
Oh,
All right. We'll
Lord.
start with that. Your favorite genre movie?
My only genre of movie is good. If it's good, I'm gonna watch it. So there's no favorite. It just got to be good. That's all.
I
So
thought yours was gonna be like war movies.
yeah. All right. Well. Okay.
Well,
So,
yeah. Okay, you got
war
me.
movies.
War movie.
War.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, could you tell me why? Why war?
Well,
Like, what
because
about war that you know?
because in my younger life, that's what I did. I did that for a living.
Okay. Is that the only reason?
Yeah, pretty much. It just glorifying my life about what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand completely. All
Mhm.
right. Kaze, go ahead. It's on you.
Man, it's a split between like martial arts or actions or comedy, right? Like I usually can't go wrong with either. But if I had to pick one over the other, I'd probably say comedy is my favorite genre because who doesn't like to laugh? You know what I mean? Uh,
Comedy.
yeah, I'm gonna go with comedy.
Any particular reason you pick them over the action movies?
Cause I don't know. I mean, they both can have those ones where they just suck, but uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't. I would like to laugh more than seeing a bad action movie. I guess if that makes any sense. Like a bad comedy will at least have something to laugh at compared to bad action. You just don't want to watch it. So, or at least for me. So yeah, wow, that's
Oh,
why I'll pick comedy.
all right. It's on you. Mr. Nimbus.
Favorite, maybe suspense and thrillers. Um, Reason why. Um, I like movies where I can't predict the outcome. Don't really know what's gonna happen, and keep me on the edge of my seat. Because it can be suspense and then have action in it as well. But as long as I'm like trying to figure out what's gonna happen, it gets me invested in the well-being of the character. Either I want them to take out the people that are trying to take them out, or I want them to die, whatever way it is. It gets me involved in the character more. So I
All
just
right. Oh, he's gone. All right. Toxic Broski's on you. Favorite genre?
I'm gonna have to go with comedy / scary. Actually, both. Them two together. I think that should be its own genre, comedy, scary, or whatever you want to call it.
Comedy
Or
horrors
scary
like
comedy.
Scary Movie.
Like
What was another
like
one?
scary movie.
Okay. Oh, why?
Only one I watch really scary movie because it's scary, where it gives you a jump scare, but it's still, it's still good. Like it
Have
makes
you
you laugh,
seen
and I'm gonna have to sit.
Have you seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes, I think everyone has. That's a good movie. I like scary movies more than comedy movies, but I'm
I said,
definitely
but
gonna have to say,
I'm gonna say that those movies had some comedy as well.
oh, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Um, okay. Uh, did we lose the salt bag?
I don't know if he just muted and turned his camera off. Maybe.
All right, I guess we lost the salt bag. All right, let's move on. Uh,
More?
we did. All right. So far we've done our some of our favorite actors. It seems like most people's favorite actors in this group, at least, are comedy actors for the most part. We've touched on eras. It seems like most people are doing the 2000s. You know, my dad did the 40s and the 60s, and D, you said late 90s, early 2000s. No, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Yeah,
The mid
late
90s,
'80s to like mid
mid
'90s.
90s.
Yeah.
All right, and you did the favorite genre. It seems like everybody had a different genre. I believe we had thriller and suspense. We had comedy. We had horror, and then we had war movies. Um, it's something nobody brought up so far that I kind of want to talk about. Like, do any of you care about the actual cinematography, or
Like,
does that not matter to you?
um
like the
I
style of the
think
movie.
no again okay, so cinematography, it's like when it's bad it can destroy a movie, but when it's good it's just like a bonus. It's like it adds to the movie. It's not that important unless it's bad. Cause it makes stuff stand out so much that you normally wouldn't pay attention to, that they could have just not did. But it's not always needed. It's like adding the seasoning, like on a movie. You know, you add a little bit of spice, a little bit of seasoning, get it good in flavor. It's good, but you dump too much on it, or you put the wrong season on it, it just makes it horrible.
All right. Anybody else got an opinion on cinematography?
Not on that.
I don't. I mean, no, I don't really
No.
have any opinion
Okay,
on it,
so
to be honest.
the cinematography encompass CG.
Yeah, that's a part of cinematography. You know, the
Yeah,
shots and everything.
bad CG, man, makes the movie laughable because it takes away from the movie itself with the bad CG.
Bad
But do we
CG.
really have bad CG in 2021?
Yes.
Yes.
please name something with bad CG.
2021 is now.
Okay, fine. 2020.
When did Justice League come out?
I don't watch Justice League.
Oh, Justice League is old. Yeah, it had
Oh.
bad cinematography. I mean, bad CG in it for sure.
And Thanos, the one with Thanos in the ending.
You talking
Endgame.
about
But
in the end game?
That was good.
Yeah, but it
That
had
was
bad
good?
CG in it too.
What bad CG was in it?
When they wrapped when they had him, when they had Thanos and Thor on the planet, and he had wrapped him up in the metal. That whole
That
scene looked like it was shifted.
that was not bad. I think that was perfect.
That was
Honestly, that was
perfect to you.
perfect. That was perfect.
So,
That was
Dad, give me an example of good CG that you've seen.
The
Let
Jungle
me
Book.
see.
Hey, that was good though.
Yeah, that's good. That was good.
Put
Jungle
dots
Book.
on it.
Jungle Book was good.
Anybody else have a good example of good CGI?
Sawbag is back. Yes,
I
sir.
don't have a good time at the moment.
None.
I do got a question while we on movies though.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me think. I know I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but the best CG in a movie I've ever seen wasn't
Warcraft.
no, Benjamin Button.
Oh yeah,
That is the best
good one.
CG I've ever seen.
Benjamin
Ever.
Button.
There's never been a movie with better CG than Benjamin Button. So like if we want to put a staple on what good CG is, it's Benjamin Button for sure.
That's the master class right there.
Yeah, like when he came in young, yeah, like that was perfectly done. That was like they said it was like a 80 grand scene, right? Because it took so long to get it that perfect and to render it, And that, well, live action CG, I should say, because then of course we have Toy Story, which was
Yeah.
amazing.
Movie
Uh,
Toy Story is one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
yeah,
Truth.
it's true. Toy Story is pretty good. I guess we've discussed everything. So, oh, Jermaine, you said you had a question to ask the panel.
Yeah,
Go for it.
So, sleeper movies, meaning, or not sleeper, but movies that caught you off guard that were way better than you thought it was, or you just stumbled across it and you was like, oh, this movie is good, but no one heard about it. And the only reason I was saying that because I was looking up an actor, and that movie Van Wilder. A lot of people haven't seen it, but everyone that's seen it was like that movie was funny as hell. And I never
What was it?
that movie put me on to Ryan Reynolds. Really, I didn't really know really who he was, but that movie was too good. So I was
All
just
right.
wondering, what movie did you
Anybody else got
stumble
one?
across that turned out to be really, really good? That you saw no advertisement on or nothing, just it was just on, so you watched it.
All right. We'll start with the salt bag. Do you got a sleeper movie that you consider to be
Um,
real good?
I got to go back to my old one. What happened to Monday? Because
What
I
happened on
only
Monday?
heard about that through word of mouth. Yeah, I only heard about it through word of mouth, and then
Same.
went and watched it. I'm like, oh, this should have been in theaters instead of just Netflix.
All right.
Hey, when
Dad,
Netflix buys stuff, Netflix take it.
do you have a sleeper movie? Like a movie that
Spectrum.
Spectrum?
This movie called Spectrum. It's a good sleeper.
A good
And
sleeper?
I happened to run into it on Netflix one night.
All right. Kaze?
There's a movie on Netflix that I honestly can't remember the name. Shit. Let's see.
Language.
Um, why can't I remember the name of this movie? I don't know the name of it, but it was I don't remember the name.
What was it about?
Um, it was about this girl traveling through time to save the world from impending
Oh, did it have that one young black girl in it?
yeah, her
I know
head
what
was
you're talking about.
shaved.
Huh?
Her head was shaved in the movie.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember
It's just the
the name
way
of it.
that they told the story and how it was going was pretty surprising. So it was pretty good. And I only heard about that through word of mouth too. Uh, I just don't remember the name right now.
Well, how can I watch it if you don't remember the name?
Oh my god, man!
We'll come back to you. Who hasn't gone yet? We'll get Kari. Go ahead.
I don't honestly. I don't have any.
You don't have one?
Nope.
Um, I think I guess I can go. He was asking it to everyone. Um, I'm gonna have to go with the first Highlander.
You said Highlander?
Yeah, the first Highlander. It it
Wait a
it,
minute.
it
There could
didn't do,
be
it didn't do well, right? Like I think people slept on the first Highlander because Highlander didn't get popular until the second one came out.
only one.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Highlander. I love that lore, right? The immortals fighting each other lore. Um, and it was simple, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to go with the first Highlander. I think that was a sleeper movie. That was good. Another one. What was that? Okay. Anything y'all want to discuss before we go in? Like, did y'all object to anything, or
You said did we what?
objective anything anybody said that y'all would like to discuss at the end? We've been about an hour.
No, I'm good.
No,
The movie name is In the
No, I think
Shadow of the
everything
Moon.
was good except for
in the
the.
In
shadow
the
of the moon.
shadow of the
Yeah,
moon.
In the Shadow of the Moon. Yeah,
Okay,
on Netflix.
I'm on it.
All right.
Oh, one thing I want to say though before we end this, best comedy movie ever.
Best comedy
Step
movie ever?
Brothers.
Nah. I mean, though it was good,
Oh,
it's
I see.
Harlem Nights.
I thought about to say
Harlem
Harlem
Night.
Night.
Okay.
Harlem
Harlem Night.
Nights,
Yeah.
best comedy movie ever.
That or me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I have to go and make myself comment. That's what
but
I said.
Harlem Nights
Okay,
though.
Google.
That
Turn
I
off all the
mean,
lights.
you could turn that on and die from beginning to end every time.
I've never.
No matter how many times I've seen it.
Yeah.
But anybody disagree?
I can't agree or disagree because I've never seen that movie, but I have seen me
You've
myself.
You
never seen
haven't.
Harlem
So
Nights?
I can't answer that individually.
You got homework to do, son.
Oh, you've never seen Harlem Nights, Car?
But never seen it a day in my life.
Oh man.
You
That's
got
something you
homework.
need to watch, young man. You need to watch that.
Okay, Google. Turn off all the lights.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a sit down with that. Harlem Nights is awesome. Red Fox, man.
Oh, one more question. Since we did underrated like sleepers, overrated movies.
Twilight.
Twilight?
Easy.
Oh,
No. I know it's worse. I know
Salt
it's
bag.
worse.
How you feel about the Twilight thing? That was your movie. Where I gotta
Sharknado.
see. Sharknado is overrated.
Overrated.
No, that was
Way
not
too much.
overrated. You know. Yeah, sure. I give
I
you
love Sharknado, man.
Sharknado was really
Sharknado.
overrated.
I never seen it.
I don't
The
know
fact
why.
that they made 4 movies, that's how you know it was overrated.
They did that's the same with Twilight.
Yeah.
Okay, Twilight was actually good though.
Nope.
Twilight good. Sharknado was
I
not good.
I like
It was not
fantasy
good.
and magical
They
stuff,
were
but
sparkly vampires. Enough said.
I couldn't get into Harry Potter. I
Harry
couldn't.
Potter.
Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know why. I tried to watch it. At least when back then when I tried to watch it, I always fall asleep, and it was the first movie, and
I can
I
tell
just
you,
Dude,
you're not on your
bro.
own. I've never finished a Harry Potter.
I couldn't
movie
get
in my
into the
life.
Fantastic Beasts and where they lie.
I can attest
I
to that
can't
as
finish
well.
that either. I can't finish that either. I can't
That's,
finish
that's
Harry
just
Potter. I
a
can't
that's
finish
just a
that.
Clemens family thing with the Harry Potter. We
I've
just
seen
ain't
them all.
feeling it at all.
Front and backwards.
just
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
It just ain't hitting with us at all. Like, strikes out every time.
I heard
Who
it's a
else
good
didn't-
movie. I just never finished a Harry Potter movie.
Y'all don't like real magic.
Puppet Master. I can't finish Puppet Master either.
give us one, Kari. Overrated movie?
Sharknado.
Like 7 of them.
Sharknado? Let
I
me think.
disagree.
Most overrated movie.
The movie's retarded.
Most overrated. I already said
What
Twilight
was
and
your
stuff. I don't
overrated,
want to. He said Twilight. Jermaine said Twilight was his overrated. I'm gonna have to say Black Panther.
Black Panther was not overrated. That was a perfect movie.
Black Panther was trash.
Oh,
That's gonna get some responses.
Was
Yeah.
trash. Right?
Prepare to get that hate, bro.
Hey, they can hate me all they want to, because if that was a white movie, it'd have been terrible. None of it made sense. Right?
Could you
I'll even
picture
explain.
that?
Look, wait. Let me see. It forgot about the previous movie, right? Where they alluded to he was being prepared to be king, right? Then his movie come out and he wasn't. He couldn't run fast cars no more. He needed a ride. They tried to bump up Killmonger like he was some kind of deep backstory, but really it was y'all killed my daddy, right? And they talk about how he was oppressed, but then they go over his dossier. He's been doing whatever he want. That doesn't sound like oppression. I mean, like literally doing whatever he want. Like they don't. When you're oppressed, you don't get fast tracked. Like none of it was. It was stupid. It was. It was completely overrated. Completely, in my opinion. Especially since it won so many awards, right? When there were definitely other better Marvel movies.
Like Endgame.
So yeah, that's.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, you're just saying that it wasn't logically feasible for it to be good, is what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm just saying it was overrated, right? Like completely overrated. Like there's people who said that was the best movie in the MCU. I'm like, really? Like it won all those awards and stuff. Like stuff that other superhero movies don't even get considered
it wasn't
for.
best in the
Hey,
MCU.
Deadpool was better than Black Panther.
Yeah, in my opinion, especially the first one.
I can't
Oh.
finish the second one. I keep falling asleep.
Yeah.
Wow, you fall asleep on a Deadpool movie? That's crazy.
And
I
Ryan
only
Reynolds
watch it
was
at
your
night. I'm
boy.
busy during the day, so at nighttime I always go to try to watch it and I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's usually when I try to watch stuff too. But all right, I guess we'll end it there. Pretty good
Man,
conversation.
I was watching that just because.
It's a pretty good conversation. Oh, I need to zoom in on me, don't I? We're gonna try to hit more hard-hitting topics as we go on. I just want to get everybody used to, getting their thoughts out there and hearing some arguments before we get deep.